Watching News at Prime, let's bring you this now. The Public Service Commission has been roped in to help vet the appointments of SETA persons, or should I say SETA administrators. The Higher Education Minister, Buti Manamela, has faced backlash over his appointment of 3 administrators who are said to be politically connected. The PSC chairperson is Professor Somadoda Fikeni, who joins us for this conversation now. Professor, good evening to you. Thank you for your time. Let me start with what the Minister of Higher Education and Training asked you to do, and where is that process now?
The Minister wrote to the Public Service Commission and requested that we conduct a fit and proper assessment of the 3 administrators, including verification of qualifications, professional record, and ethical standing. It also involved looking and undertaking the conflict of interest vetting, financial disclosures, and potential organizational or personal conflicts.
Yeah.
So in essence, we are assessing people who have been designated to be administrators of the 3 SETAs. And we will look at what comes. And if we find that indeed some of the issues raised are valid, we will advise the minister accordingly. And we will allow the process without fear, favor, or prejudice to take its.
Just looking at the comments attributed to the minister's spokesperson, who says, and I quote, "The administrators have agreed to subject themselves to this process and to accept its outcomes." Have you already made contact with the 3 individuals concerned?
Not yet. Remember, we do have processes. We only received the letter on Friday, and we started our processing, which will be following the protocols and the procedures of the PSC. But we are mindful of the fact that this is quite an urgent matter. We can't keep it long. So our processes have started to unfold. We will contact the affected individuals, and should the investigators want to contact other persons with the information, that is what they will do.
Professor Fikeni, earlier I had a conversation with the chairperson of Parliament's portfolio on higher education and training, Tebogo Letsie, and I'd like for us to just have a listen to what he had to say about the process that you are about to undertake.
Chapter 55 of the Constitution of South Africa indicates that he accounts to the portfolio committee, he accounts to the people of South Africa through the portfolio committee, and we have asked him questions. We expect answers to those questions, and even though we accept that he wants to appear before the committee, but he can't, that borders on him dictating on how we as the portfolio committee should hold him accountable. So we still want him to come to respond to the questions, one.
Right.
We don't mind him going to the Public Service Commission, but as a member of Cabinet, Section 92, subsection 2 of the Constitution of South Africa.
Professor Fikeni, on the one hand, the chairperson there says, we don't mind him going to the PSC, which is your institution that is going to conduct this vetting. But later on in the conversation, he actually says, we've told the minister we reject the step that he has taken to go to the Public Service Commission because he does not control what he does. He answers to us as the portfolio committee in Parliament. If that is the case, if the chairperson in Parliament says, we've rejected the PSC route, what would your comment be on that? Does that change anything?
Not really. We respect Parliament, we report to Parliament, and we also promote the combined assurances wherein the minister can go account to Parliament and we do the work as a constitutional body that we've been given. We've done this work even with this ICT SETAs, and should even the portfolio committee at some point when we complete the work ask that we come and present, we will be happy to do that. In any event, given the scale of our problems in the country, it really helps that you do have combined assurances and accountability and oversight ecosystems. When they kick in, they should complement, and that is to be recommended.
I want to go back to part of what you said is the work that is going to be done by your body, which is the Public Service Commission. And you said you are going to conduct fit and proper assessments, but the kicker for me was where you said this will include conflict of interest vetting of the 3 administrators. What would that involve, the conflict of interest vetting?
Well, we do have experts who have legal training who will interpret the document, and that primarily focuses on the administrators. I would assume that SETAs sit on billions of skills funds. If anyone is being appointed to those and they have any conflict of interest, then that is one of the potential risks that has to be lifted and pointed out in any assessment. However, our team can actually come up with all different dimensions of the conflict of interest. We don't dictate them, we don't put confinements to them. We simply say, these are the areas you look at. But this is totally also a wonderful opportunity to look beyond just the 3 cases, but say, what are the systemic and systematic challenges that are facing the whole process of appointment of administrators, appointment of boards?
Yeah.
Because it is clear that there are challenges that are quite widespread and they need to be attended to. So Public Service Commission, in fulfillment of its constitutional mandate of promoting constitutional values and principles, of promoting ethical public service, kicks in, and we complement and supplement other oversight entities, be it in the provinces or in national parliament or even the executives. We come in to assist.
Yeah. Professor Fikeni, final question. Does it matter where these administrators, where their political affiliations lie? Does it matter? Simple question. Does it matter if a person is an ANC member, a DA member? Does that factor at all?
Well, to me, I wouldn't preempt what they are going to look at, but what I can tell you is that to the extent that such political affiliation impacts on governance, proper governance of the institutions or SETAs which are already limping heavily in terms of governance crisis, then that matters. In any situation, once your other affiliations or loyalties impedes on clean, proper governance, it doesn't matter which party you come from, it doesn't matter in which situation, then it draws in the issue of it being a factor that can impact on the work.
Very clear. Thank you very much for your time, sir. Professor Somadoda Fikeni, chairperson of the Public Service Commission. Thank you very much for your time.